What a lovely morning, what an amazing morning. Sun glistening off the lake, buds are bursting and all the leaves are ready to unfold. There's a coot on the nest. That's my first nesting bird this year. I want to take you on the beginning of a new phase in the journey, a new stage that we've been working towards for really quite a long time, and I think I'm hoping you'll be as excited as we are, because we've been planning this for quite a long time. We've got so many things that we've put in place, and this was the last piece in the puzzle. Right over on the right now, you can see all these vans and trucks and cars and everything. This is what we call a car boot sale, and I might just drop in here to give you a view of what a car boot sale is, because I didn't plan on this. Sorry about the bumps, I just didn't plan on it. But we might find something that will be of real value to us. So. Sometimes you can have tools and equipment, bikes, at very reasonable prices, and sometimes things are overpriced. There's a good example there. You've got 3 bikes, all looking in good condition. And actually this one would be very useful for work, for the guys at work. So why did I buy the bike? Well, the guys at work could do with a bike because they need to get in and out and get some exercise and stuff like that, and sometimes they might want to ride into town, so I'll do that with them. Morning. Good morning. How you doing?
Fine, actually, surprisingly well considering it's sub-zero temperature.
I tell you what, it's not so warm, is it?
Yeah.
No. Lawnmower blades, see that? Chainsaws. Morning. But look at all this, these different things that for sale. There's a foil there. I used to fence, and there's a guillotine back there for a paper cutter. How much is a paper cutter? How much is this one?
£2.
Yeah, I'll do that for £2. Did I need a paper cutter? Probably not. But they are handy.
There you go.
That's great, thank you so much. That's me, isn't it? So there is, we came at the close of this car boot sale, really, and so there's not much around, I suppose, but that's my bargain hunting done for the day. This is the first view of the house. All the mail on the doormat, typical for a new house. So lots of work to do, lots of decorating, lots of tearing out and putting together, but it's a solid brick built. So this is very typical of the 1930s, 40s houses. So this is all brick. All the walls, the internal walls upstairs and downstairs will all be brick. So this is the conservatory and the back garden there. So it's really nice. Suits me for sure. I've got a back garden to mow. That's why I just picked up that little lawnmower. It'll work for this, I think. So lots to do. I'm so excited about this, guys. I hope you're with me. I hope you get this. One of the things I'm just thinking about really, is up there is a footprint of the house. So the loft is as big as the footprint here. And I'm wondering if we can't get a huge fourth bedroom up there. And if we can, that's probably what we'll do. At the back of this piece of property is a park. It's a children's park beyond the fence line. I'll put a shed in here, and I'm going to cut up some of this grass and have my garden here somewhere, one side or the other. I'll have to do a bit of excavating, but here will be a good spot for a garden. Starting here, I'll keep the patio here probably for events, and then I'll keep this path down the middle, and then on this side I'll do some more garden, I think. So there is my back of the house. So it's exactly what I want. I just feel all of a buzz today. You know, we've got the new house, and I'm sitting on the stairwell here waiting for waiting for inspiration in a way, and yet I feel very inspired already. And just thinking through it, this last jigsaw piece came to fruition this week, and you know, watching everybody at work and seeing different people involved and feeling their buzz of excitement too is very exciting for me. It's very inspiring. And just thinking, I'm constantly thinking, what changes do we need to make, and what ideas do we have, and how do we change the things for the better? There's just something inside me that is melting, you know. It's like melting all of the past, because I want this house, I want the furniture that we designed for it to be unique to us. So I don't really want to copy an arts and crafts style or a shaker style particularly. They do influence your designs, but what I'm looking for is something that's new, that will be inspiring for woodworkers around the world, in any culture, on any continent, where they can understand, you know, the complexities of joinery and the complexities of design and so on, to be able to design their own furniture ultimately. Whether they make the house full of furniture is immaterial in one way, and yet I think it would be quite something for somebody, especially say somebody that's a lot younger than me, a 25, a 30, a 35-year-old couple, partners, people who have this aspiration to, you know, the spark really that says, whoa, could we possibly make all the furniture for our house? So it's a question of working through this foundational work. So if you go to Common Woodworking or Woodworking Masterclasses or Paul's blog or Paul's YouTube or whatever, you can go in there and you can pick out the nuggets that you need to learn. And then that will be, all of this is based on equipping you to become the woodworker you want to be. And then when you've been doing it for a year, 2 years, whatever, you suddenly start, you know, thinking, whoa, I love that coffee table I made, but now I've got an idea of my own, and I think I can do it with this joint, that joint, and I can combine this. All of a sudden you're designing, and that's the aspiration I have, is to get people in their garages, their sheds, their living rooms, dining rooms, whatever space they've got, and occupy that space for a period and design and build pieces that will be within in their realm. You know, it'll be within their ability, and then some things will challenge them. You know, that's what I want, and that's what this house is about, really. It's not about the structure of the house. Some people have said, oh, you're going to rip the staircase out. Well, I may do that. That may be something I want to do, but that's not what this is about. Ripping windows out, probably will replace the windows with something else, but that's not going to be part of the process here. I will be building things that if somebody has bought or rented a house, they built the furniture, not built in. I don't anticipate doing built-in furniture like it's quite common here in Britain, but it's more common if you own the house. You wouldn't do it in a rent house. And with 50% of the population or whatever it is in rented accommodation, and they can be turfed out by their landlord any way they want, anytime he wants, she wants to, in the termination of a contract. They want to be able to take that furniture with them. So everything that we're going to be building will be things that we can take with us if we're turfed out of our property. So yeah, I bought this property, so it's not an issue for this one, but it's important because I have lived in rented accommodation for many, many years through the years, and I do know how unscrupulous some landlords and landladies can be. We've always had good landlords and landladies, but one of the houses we were in the last few years, the owner said that he was coming back, so we were out within 3 or 4 months, the end of the contract, and we had to find another house. So I love this house. It's perfect, and it's going to be such an inspiration for me, thinking of you out there learning the joinery and getting on with it and enjoying the process. So I'm off to the recycle place to get rid of some carpet now, and I will take all of this thought with me and be cogitating in my mind, thinking about what we're going to do first. What will that first piece be? And we're going to be asking you questions too. We'll be asking people for their input, because I might say this or that, and somebody else says, "Whoa, we really need this, and we really need this." And so I want to be open to the suggestions, and I want to be open to people having their ideas to prompt us and nudge us in a direction we may not have thought of yet. So it's going to be great. So I'll see you soon. I've been doing a few errands, got a few things sorted out at the house, and I've just picked up a small 2-seater couch for my office at the shop, because I like to take a break, and office chairs are a little bit more upright than I can relax in, so I wanted something I could maybe relax a little bit more. I'm glad I was born in the 50s and lived my teenage years in the 60s. I enjoyed the 60s. We had the different musicians coming about. We had a lot of influence from America by then, although we had our own Beatles and the Rolling Stones and Kinks and a variety of different bands. I guess we call them groups then, we didn't call them bands. And then bands came in, of course. I have a mixed conglomeration of music in my head buzzing around. I like classical music, I like some opera, I like just so many different things. I like modern music. I've got to start my garden soon, so I'll be out in the garden, and I'm just looking up at a gym window up here, and I can see people jigging around on mechanical structures that lift their legs and give them opposing pressure to build muscle and exercise their lungs and so on. I'd like just to take them in the garden and get them to dig my garden with me. It'd be great. Or whatever. But I know people work in offices now, and they can be at a desk for 8 hours, and these guys are sweating up there. I can see them mopping their brow and mopping their faces with towels every few seconds because they're dripping with sweat. So they're really on quite a workout. But you can get a really good workout when you dig in your garden too, which is what I'm going to start hopefully this weekend. I like the markings of geese. I like the white tips to the feathers. Demarcation of each feather line. This is spring like no other spring, this. I gotta go to work, guys. No more playing. Cheerio.